Hello and welcome along to this video. It's for the second years finally are studying Unit 82, which is Airframe Systems. As you can see, basically because I'm not suffering from as much stress having to deal with you lot every day, all my hair's growing back. Woohoo! Yeah, there you go. It's a miracle. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this ridiculous thing. It's really bad when you look at a camera and it's just kind of not reacting back to you. It's quite sad really. Okay, so we're going to look at Unit 82. Assignment 3, we're going to go through Task 1, Task 2 and Task 3. There is a guide coming on Moodle for exactly how to complete the assignment. And, well, the assignment's there. The assignment tells you how to complete the assignment. There's a guide on Moodle, a revision guide to which subjects you should be looking at and which parts of those subjects are going to help you with the assignment. Okay, it doesn't tell you the answers, it just tells you which bits you should be focusing on. Okay, because the criteria itself can be a little bit confusing. So the first criteria, which is P8, and Task 1 is geared towards P8, Task 1A and B. Basically, this just shows you, right, if your assignment has not got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, either one of those, that drawing filled out, which is on the assignment sheet there, that needs to be done. You need to have a drawing of that, a drawing of that, a drawing of one of these, either one, right, and a drawing like this. Now you don't have to draw these exact systems, you don't have to draw it exactly like that, okay, but the P8 requires sketches. In the criteria it says produce sketches. P9 also requires sketches, okay, so you cannot get away with not putting sketches in or not putting drawings in. When we're looking at the drawings, what you have to do is you have to produce an online or an electronic drawing or a photograph of a hand drawing that you've done, and then put that into the document itself and then submit the document through Turnitin. You are all very capable of doing that. If you get stuck, Microsoft Paint is available for free. If you've got a Windows PC, it's on there. Okay, I've got no idea what Apple and all that sort of stuff do. As you were briefed before, that's your problem to solve, right? We need something that you can actually see. Okay, so please produce a sketch, produce a diagram. It must be your own work, right? So you can't just take stuff off YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube. You can't just take stuff off the PowerPoint. You can't just take stuff from Google. You haven't done that in the past, so please don't start now. Okay, you know that's not acceptable. It must be your own work. Remember, you sign the declaration to say it's your own work. Now you can use basic images, so if for this one, for example, if you just Google or put in Bing or a search engine, you put plan view 747, 737, whatever you need, right, you'll get the sketch like that up, and then you can put your own drawings onto that. You can put your own work on top of that base image. So base images are okay to use if you can't draw an outline of an aeroplane very well, or if you want to put a photograph of an engine and then put stuff over the top of it. As long as it's your own work around there, then that's okay. Right, so very quickly I'm going to go through criteria and what's expected. Things not to forget: when you do your drawing of the cabin equipment, please don't forget to say where the therapeutic oxygen is. It's in the criteria. That's the one that that's the target you must hit. You've got to put all the other stuff in: crew seats, cabin seats, emergency slides, galley areas, portable firefighting equipment. That's all part of the criteria as well, but the one not to miss out is put the crew oxygen in and state. Obviously the therapeutic oxygen, there's less of it and it's similar to the crew oxygen, but it's not the same, so you must make the distinction that it's separate. Okay, say why it's there. In part 1b you have to mention the therapeutic oxygen, say why it's there, okay, and why it's different. So what we're looking at for task 1b isn't an in-depth description of the oxygen systems themselves. That comes later on. Don't save yourself some work. Task 1, just state what oxygen provision is available and why it is there, and why there's 3 different types basically. What does the crew have, what does the cabin crew have, and what do the passengers have? And then what do passengers that require therapeutic help have? Right, then move on to this bit. So you've got a quick release box there, and we've got a single-handed release on the harness. Why do some of the cabin crew, but mainly why do the pilots and flight crew have to have at least a 4-point harness, and the passengers only have a single-point harness? Okay, mention why it has a single-handed release strap. Why does it have a quick release buckle that can be operated with one hand only? That's a key point. mention a little bit about the legalities of why we have harnesses. Okay, it's all on the PowerPoint. Yeah. Then moving forward to task, so that's 1A and 1B. Don't forget the sketches. Task 2, rain protection. You can do whatever you want. You can do wipers, you can do hydrophobic coatings, you can do any rain protection. You just pick one system and talk about that in detail. Aircraft de-icing, pick one system, talk about that in detail. Don't do ground de-icing, right? It's aircraft de-icing. So you've already worked on the system in the hangar, you've worked on the pneumatic boots on the jet stream. I suggest you could do something like that. Make sure it's de-icing and not anti-icing. Later on, anti-icing comes in part 2B, so leave anti-icing for later on. Part 2A, when it says oxygen, you've got liquid oxygen, MSOGs, you've got O-BOG systems, or you've got gas bottles, yeah, or gaseous bottled oxygen. So a little Cessna will have some gas bottles. Military aircraft like a Typhoon or F-35 will have molecular sieve oxygen generators, and older military aircraft will have liquid oxygen. Pick one of those and describe them in detail. Okay, that's all we need, one of those in detail. So you've got rain, de-icing and oxygen, that's the 3 protection systems. You have to do all 3 of those, but just pick one oxygen system. Yeah, don't do the rest of them. Task 2B, describe in detail the operation of aircraft's engine nacelle or wing leading edge anti-icing. Right, wing leading edge or engine nacelle anti-icing systems, you can do electrical, you can do thermal. Thermal is where it takes air from the engines. Electrical is electrical heater mats. Whichever one you want to do is fine, as long as you do that. If you want to do propeller protection and do that, you can. Anti-icing on propellers where you've got the electrical heater mats, you can do that as well. Okay, whichever one you want to do, but you must sketch it, whichever one you pick. So you don't need both of these drawings, pick one, describe it in detail. That's 2B. Task 3, we're at task 3. Right, that diagram should give you a clue what we're after. Yeah, if you don't want to do a diagram and you think you're worthy of distinction, crack on, but you're not going to get a distinction without a diagram. Yeah, start drawing diagrams, properly labelled, your own work. And remember, the distinction criteria is after you being able to describe the full operation of this, so exactly why it's there and how it is operated. Yeah, so this little blue thing is it pulls a lanyard which pulls a pin out, sets our cartridge off. There's a sodium chlorate candle in there that goes fizzle, fizzle, fizzle and generates oxygen. How long does it generate it for? That's up to you to research, right? Okay, so it's on the PowerPoint. Provides oxygen, can provide more than one mask. And for distinction quality work, these masks come in 3 different varieties really. Yeah, diluted demand, positive pressure and the standard type. You need to describe all 3 of those, right, and just say basically why they're used and why they are required in 3 different types there. Okay, and the masks themselves. And then don't forget to say that this lives in a PSU, which is above the passenger's head. For this entire assignment, don't forget to state the obvious. Okay, where is it? Why is it there? How does it work? Yeah, if you're not doing D2, you can do chemically generated oxygen as part of task 1B if you want to do that, or you can do it as part of task 2A. Yeah, sorry, you can do it as part of task 2A, not 1B. Okay, so if you're not doing task D2, you can use that information as your oxygen system for task 2A. Yeah. If you're confused, email me, ask me for advice. I'm still there to teach you. I'm probably going to put about the 24th of April in for the handing date for this assignment, round about that time. Okay, it'll be going live at the end of the week. Thanks for watching the video. Right, please subscribe to the channel or let me know that you're interacting, because we are tracking the students' interaction with the online lessons as a form of working out if you're still at college or not. Right, so if you're not subscribing to the channel and you haven't emailed us and you're not interacting whatsoever or handing any work in, you may actually be withdrawn from the course if we don't interact for the next week and we get nothing from you on any of the units and you just don't do anything at home. So we are looking at that, right, to make sure that you're still engaged with the course and you're still progressing through. Yeah, you still might be doing work at home. Enough waffle on that. Hopefully you're all staying safe out there. Please follow the government advice, stay inside as much as you can. You Xbox nutters will be hopefully, smashing the hell out of that, and you'll be happy about that. For those of you more active that want to be outside, get your exercise when you can. Please stay safe though, please keep your family safe, and don't mix in large groups, or don't mix in groups, or don't mix with anybody unless you really need to. Yeah, I hope to see you all very soon when this thing blows over and we get, you know, some immunity built up to it and things. And my thoughts are with all of you, and good luck with the assignment, and good luck with staying safe. Thanks for watching, see you later, bye.